What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Got breaking news, man. Adrien Broner was arrested at the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury 2 weigh-in. TMZ is reporting that Adrien "the Problem" Broner was arrested. It's stemming from the altercation him and Tank Davis was involved in outside of the locker room of Ryan Garcia before his match on November the 2nd. So, so what that means is they had warrants out for his arrest in Las Vegas. The city of Las Vegas had warrants out for Broner's arrest, and he showed up, and they cuffed him up and arrested him. So, they call him Adrien "the Problem" Broner, and he's just had a lot of problems, man. Just a lot of problems outside the ring, man. Hopefully he'll get his life in order, man, and hopefully this situation that he's involved in, he'll be able to maybe to wake him up, man, and make him wake up to the fact that he needs to make some changes in his personal life, man. Getting too many things happening outside of the ring, man. You know, the shootout, his car getting shot up outside a bowling alley in Cincinnati. Him dropping some guy he got into it with on the strip of Las Vegas. That took place in 2019. Him going live on the internet, having oral or sexual intercourse with women in a bathroom. Just a lot of things going on with Adrien Broner outside the ring, man. And he just needs to clean his life up, man. And hopefully people close to him will get in his ear and tell him that he needs to make changes, man. Hopefully they have an intervention. Maybe members of his family would do an intervention, man, to get this guy the help that he needs, man, because he's going down a dangerous path, man. It could end badly for him if he don't get help soon. But thoughts and prayers out to him, man. Hopefully he'll get things turned around in his personal life. But let's go to the weigh-in here, man. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. In the first fight, Deontay Wilder came in at 212.5 pounds, and Tyson Fury came in at 256.5 pounds. For the rematch, Deontay Wilder comes in at 231 pounds, and Tyson Fury comes in at 273 pounds. So both guys come in much heavier than they was in the first fight. Now, as far as Deontay Wilder goes, this is the heaviest he's been in his career. The previous heaviest weight was 229 pounds, and that was before the Eric Molina fight. So he's coming in here at 231 pounds. But he looks very strong, man. He don't look like he's, fat, have any kind of excess weight or chubby or flabby or nothing like that, man. He looks very solid, rock solid, man, like he's in tremendous shape. Tyson Fury, he didn't take his shirt off, so that kind of had a lot of people speculating. Sean Porter was like, man, he don't want to take his shirt off, man. What does that mean? That could mean something. So I don't think the weight's going to play a factor in either fighter, man. Tyson Fury is a big man, 6'9". You look at the average weight of somebody 6'9", it's closer to 400 pounds on the average for somebody that tall and that big. So for him to be, much way under 300 pounds at 273, I think he's going to be all right, man. He's a guy that's very agile, very slick, and he can move very well for a guy his size, man. So I don't think that extra weight's going to come into play. I think the reason why he's coming in heavier is, like I said, he's been saying leading up to this fight, he's looking for the knockout. And he wants to get a knockout in the second round. I don't see that happening, but I see him trying to sit down more on his punches, being a little bit more aggressive. And if he's able to hurt Wilder, I think he's gonna go in for the kill. Now, as far as Wilder goes, Wilder is coming in at 231 pounds. He said before the first fight, he had a lot of things going on outside of boxing that distracted him. He wasn't eating right. Now he's hired a nutritionist. He's able to train right. He's he's in a much happier place, and he's coming in tremendous shape. So you see he was dropping guys. Let me clear. Got my homeboy Aubrey calling me, but he was knocking guys out, at 207 pounds, 212 pounds. He was knocking guys out, man, knocking Fury out. I think he came to the Fury fight at 212.5 pounds, and by the time he got to the 12th round, he probably was a cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? He was about 202 or something like that. Much weight that he lost fighting going those 11 previous rounds. When he got to the 12th round, he probably was a cruiserweight, and he was able to drop Tyson Fury in the 12th round. So Just imagine what he's gonna be able to do when he's at 231 pounds, looking solid. So I think he wanted to come in a little bit stronger, a little bit more bigger, a little bit more firmer. So when he does connect with Tyson Fury won't get up this time. So both fighters look like they're ready to go. Both fighters look like they're got a lot of confidence. They didn't do a face off, but they did face up a little bit. Maybe I say probably about 8 to 9 yards apart. And they kind of did a little face-to-face, but it's just not close quarters. But they did actually do a face-to-face on the ring, and you could hear Deontay Wilder saying, I mean everything I say. I mean everything I say. Everything I say comes to fruition. That's basically what he was saying. He said, I'm a man of my word. He said he kept telling Tyson Fury, I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to knock you out, and I'm going to knock you out. You're going to find out February 22nd. I'm a man of my word. Fury was doing a lot of talking, a lot of moving around and calling Deontay Wilder a dosser and this and that. But he looked like he was, like what he was trying to do was, he wasn't convincing to me, Tyson Fury. Like he was trying to sell. It's like somebody trying to sell you something, and then it's not legitimate. People call you on the phone and say, hey man, I got this speedboat I want to sell you, man. I got a speedboat I want to sell you for 10 G's. And you know good and well the doggone speedboat don't cost no $10,000, man. Come on, man. You get it for 10 G's. If he is selling your speedboat for 10 G's, man, it's a catch to it. It's not what he's saying it is. It's a deal that's too good to be true. And I think Tyson Fury is basically that guy that's trying to sell his confidence, and it's a little bit too good to be true. I don't think he's the trash talk he's talking is and the confidence that he's selling, trying to say he's going for a knockout. He's going to knock out Deontay Wilder in the second round. I think he's just trying to sell the boxing public a bill of goods. But it's something that he deep down inside really don't believe, man. I do believe he's going to be more aggressive. I do think he's going to sit down on his punches. But though I really believe Tyson Fury believes that he actually going to knock out Deontay Wilder in the second round, nah, I don't think he believes that. I really don't. But this fight's going to be good, man. When I did the last tidbits video of Fury and Deontay Wilder, I kind of compared this fight in comparison to Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao 4, and Floyd Mayweather, Ricky Hatton. I'm going to do a more recent fight in comparison to this fight, man. You remember the second fight between Jermell Charlo and Tony Harrison. As you know, Jermell Charlo was the puncher, and Tony Harrison was the boxer. He was a technically sound boxer. But in that fight, when Jermell Charlo dropped Tony Harrison early in that fight, Jermell Charlo got up and got more aggressive and started backing up Jermell Charlo. Started going to the body, hitting him with some vicious body shots. Then going, after he established the body shots, he went up top and started delivering the head shots, hitting them with beautiful right hands, beautiful left hooks. And he was able to impose his will on Jermell Charlo. And it got to a point when I was watching that fight, and I was like, man, Tony Harrison is looking good. He's dominating this fight, man. He could stop Jermell Charlo. But Jermell Charlo was able to dig deep, man, and dig deep, man. He wanted that fight so bad, man. He wanted to get his title back so fast. He was able to catch his second win, and he was able to stop Tony Harrison in the second half of that fight. In the fight, I had him down on the scorecards, and he was able to get that stoppage. He was able to drop Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison got up, but Tony Harrison was on shaky legs, and Jermell Charlo was able to get the stoppage. I think this fight could be very similar to that, man. I think, Tyson Fury can come out there trying to establish the jab and look the box, and Deontay Wilder can catch him with something and knock Tyson Fury down, and Tyson Fury can say, well, shoot, I done got dropped. This is the third time this guy done dropped me. I need to step to him. I need to get more aggressive. And he can do it, and Tyson Fury can do what he did against Otto Wilder and be more aggressive and back up Deontay Wilder up and go to the body, make it a grueling, physical, phone booth type of fight and try to maul Deontay Wilder, kind of like what Tony Harrison was able to do to Jermell Charlo in the rematch, and try to try to pose his size and pose his will on Deontay Wilder. That could be something he could do, but just like with Jermell Charlo, it worked. It was effective. It worked to a certain point, but Jermell Charlo was throughout that fight swinging for the fences, swinging hard, going for the knockout knockout, going for the knockout, and his power, just like Deontay Wilder power, carries late in the fight. You think most power punchers, Mike Tyson had this problem real bad. You get those guys past 4 or 5 rounds, their power seems to diminish. It seems to lose its steam. But Jermell Charlo, just like Deontay Wilder, is able to carry his knockout power late in fights, and he was able to drop and stop Tony Harrison in the second half of that fight. And I suspect if this fight plays out similar to that fight, I would suspect that Deontay Wilder will be able to catch Tyson Fury late in the fight and stop him, when he's down on the scorecards, just like I had Jermell Charlo down on the scorecards in the Tony Harrison fight. So it's just something to think about, man. So it's just a couple of different scenarios. I'm just thinking, I've been just contemplating, thinking about that could play out. When you look at rematches, like I said in the last video, the last tidbits for Wilder Fury 2, the rematch. You had Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao 4. Juan Manuel Marquez came out more aggressive, looking for the knockout, and he got the knockout. You look at Ricky Hatton and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Ricky Hatton had a lot of success early in the fight with his pressure taxes. He was able to bully and bogart Mayweather, made Mayweather uncomfortable, but Mayweather was slowly able to break him down with jabs to the body, and then he ended up running Ricky Hatton into something, and what the something was his right hand. He was able to stop, he was able to drop and stop and ultimately finish off Ricky Hatton. So that's just a couple of that fight. That fight there was a fight just like this fight featuring undefeated world champions. So we'll see what happens as far as world champion. What I mean by world champions is both guys was undefeated. Deontay Wilder is a world champion, WBC world heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury is the lineal heavyweight champion. So they've been saying that. I guess that's a world title. I don't know how it is. It's an invisible belt. But as far as both guys being undefeated, got in a 50-50 fight, that Ricky Hatton Mayweather fight was considered a very competitive, close fight. A lot of people picked Ricky Hatton. A lot of people picked Mayweather. And Mayweather was able to get that win, man. But that was a fight that a lot of people was concerned for Mayweather going into that fight. They thought maybe he couldn't deal with the pressure of Ricky Hatton. And just like this fight with Deontay Wilder, if Fury does what he's been saying before the fight, implements that pressure tackle where he steps to Deontay Wilder and tries to back Deontay Wilder up, Deontay Wilder can run him into something. Similar to what Mayweather was able to do to Ricky Hatton in the second half of that fight. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires, man. But just a couple of things going down, breaking down the Wilder Fury rematch. Letting you know about the weights of each fighters compared to the first fight. And news about Adrien Broner arrested once again, man, at the Fury Wilder 2 weigh-in. Sad situation, man. But, it had been known that he had gotten into an altercation before the Ryan Garcia fight on November the 2nd. Him and Tank Davis was involved. A lot of people had speculated that those two got into a fight. But then the next day, those two came out on the internet and said, yeah, we got into a fight. They was hanging out, buddy. And they was like, nah, they just spilled those rumors. They kind of mocked those rumors about them two getting into it. But obviously something happened. They might not have got into it with each other, but they got into it with somebody else and obviously assaulted somebody else, and they pressed charges. And now you got Adrien Broner being arrested at the Fury Wilder 2 weigh-in. So we'll be keeping up with that, and any other news come out about that, we'll be looking at that, and maybe I'll do another video if further news and further developments happen, and I want to share those things with you guys. If some breaking news happens, something else happens, I feel that's relevant to do a video, I'll do another video, man. But we'll see what happens, man. But hopefully Adrien Broner get his life in order, man. Get his house in order, and quit making bad decisions, man. That's pretty much then hampered his potential of being one of the best lower weight fighters to come along in a long time. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.